At the time of Eazy-E's death, he was only 31 years old and at the height of his solo career. Even though it has been over 2 decades since his passing, the music community continues to grapple with his absence. It still has a hard time coming to grips with a conspiracy theory shrouding his legacy. At a Hollywood news conference on March 17, 1995, former NWA frontman Eazy-E, also known as Eric Wright, told the world that he has AIDS. In a prepared statement, Ron Sweeney, the rapper's friend and attorney, said that Eric Wright had learned of his medical condition 2 weeks prior, and that he was listed in critical condition at the intensive care unit at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles. "I'm not religious, but wrong or right, that's me," Sweeney said on behalf of Eazy-E. "I'm not saying this because I'm looking for a soft cushion wherever I'm heading. I just feel I've got thousands of young fans who have to learn about what's real when it comes to AIDS. I've learned in the last week that this thing is real and it doesn't discriminate, it affects everyone." Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. Today we'll be looking at Suge Knight admits killing Eazy-E. Yeah, you heard it right. HIV in the black community. In the years before Wright's announcement, 2 other prominent men in the African American community had come forward with their own HIV relations. On November 7, 1991, Lakers guard Magic Johnson held a press conference to reveal that he was HIV positive. Johnson had undergone a routine physical in October of that same year to secure a life insurance policy. While he was in Salt Lake City for an exhibition game against Utah Jazz, he received a call from Lakers team physician Dr. Michael Melman, who delivered the news. Johnson simply thought it was a mistake and requested a second test, which also came back positive. As the regular season rolled around, many questioned why Johnson wasn't in the lineup. After a third positive test, Johnson knew that he had to tell the world. Bending his head and speaking into a microphone at the LA Forum, Johnson announced, "Because of the virus I have attained, I will have to retire from the Lakers." Tennis champion Arthur Ashe had lived with the disease for 5 years, unbeknownst to the public, before deciding to come forward after learning that USA Today was planning on releasing the details in a forthcoming story. "I'm angry that I was put in a position of having to lie if I wanted to protect my privacy," Ashe said in April 1992. Just as I'm sure everyone in this room has some personal matter that he or she would like to keep private, so did we. There was certainly no compelling medical or physical necessity to go public with my medical condition. What I came to feel about a year ago was that there was a silent and generous conspiracy to assist me in maintaining my privacy. While Johnson has continued to flourish and remains a symbol that HIV is no longer a death sentence, Ashe passed away from pneumonia, a complication of AIDS, on February 6, 1993. A year after his announcement. Eazy-E versus Death Row Records. Prior to Eazy-E's own admission, the West Coast rap world was being dominated by the push and pull between NWA's former home, Ruthless Records, and the upstart label, Death Row, which had been formed by Suge Knight, who was intent on launching Dr. Dre as his flagship artist. According to former NWA manager and Ruthless Records co-founder Jerry Heller, Knight got Dre out of his contract by threatening him with baseball bats and lead pipes. I think even more so now that Suge Knight is an evil human being, Jerry Heller told the Murder Master Music Show. Eazy said, "You know this guy Suge Knight?" I said, "Yeah." He says, "Well, I'm gonna kill him." He said, "This guy's gonna be a problem and I think I should kill him." I said, "Let me think this thing through." I said, "First of all, we're doing $10 million a month with 6 employees. We don't even have a typewriter in this office." I said, "We're the most successful startup record company in the history of the music business, and you want to kill this guy?" I said, "That just doesn't make any sense to me. You know something? I should have let him kill him. I would have done the world a favor. He would have done it for sure by himself. He always rolled by himself and he was fearless. I think that he was gonna do it. I shouldn't have talked him out of it. Ruthless would probably still be around. Dr. Dre and Ice Cube would probably still be with Ruthless. It would have been an empire." In 1992, Ruthless Records sued Death Row for racketeering, although the suit was dismissed. In 1993, however, following Dr. Dre's departure, Ruthless Records continued to profit off of him. According to the Los Angeles Times, the firm received about $1 million in combined annual royalty payments from Young and Priority Records, which in 1990 acquired the rights to NWA's early albums. Eazy-E's death conspiracy. As many fans attempted to grapple with the loss of the godfather of gangster rap, many couldn't help but question just how quickly Eazy-E's condition had deteriorated. However, according to HIV.gov, it's common for people to have contracted HIV to experience no symptoms at all and to look and appear like healthy individuals. After the early stage of HIV infection, the disease moves into a stage called clinical latency stage. Latency means a period where a virus is living or developing in a person without producing symptoms. Eventually, HIV will weaken a person's immune system. The onset symptom signals the transition from the clinical latency stage to AIDS, resulting in symptoms like rapid weight loss and pneumonia, the latter of which Eazy-E succumbed to, but those around him during his final months didn't notice any rapid changes in his appearance or behavior. According to the members of Bone Thugs-n-Harmony, who had just been signed to Ruthless Records around the time of his diagnosis, Eazy-E was his normal self. In speaking with Angela Yee, Crazy Bones said, "Dude has full-blown AIDS and looked regular. He still had his weight, still cocky, still looking like a regular dude. It just came about all of a sudden." Lazy Bone added, "He was really built like a little tank. He was smaller because his appetite had decreased, but there was no lesions or dementia. None of the other things you associate with AIDS," said Charms Henry, Eazy's former personal assistant and longtime friend. "I know because I lost an uncle to it last year. While the conspiracy rumors have increased in recent years, there was an early indication that Eazy-E may have been HIV positive. So that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comment section below. Stay tuned, and we'll catch you in the next video.